So if you've been following along my Project 365, one of my goals is to move my body for 30 minutes a day, or at least as often as possible. I've really been shooting for a minimum of 5 days a week. So one thing I've been loving when I'm doing a lower body workout is circuits. So before I get started with the circuit, I'm just warming up my legs on the bike just for the first 5 minutes until I'm nice and toasty, ready to remove my outer layer and put in the work. So the very first exercise I'm going to do in this circuit is banded glute kickbacks. I'm doing 20 on each leg before I move on to the next exercise. And when I say circuits, I am doing these exercises back to back to back, water in between, for as many rounds as time allows. The next exercise I'm going to be doing is RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. I'm using a 10-pound weights, and I did 15 reps before moving on to the next exercise. 10 pounds is definitely very light, but when you're just starting out with weightlifting like I am, just getting back in the groove of things, you don't want to be too sore to work out, in the following days to come. So just a tip when you're doing this exercise is to hinge at the hips, putting that butt back as you go down and keeping the weights as close to your body as possible, just gliding those dumbbells right along your shins. And this next clip, you're going to see me setting up for the next exercise that I go to. I'm just taking these little baby weights and putting them underneath my heel to help elevate them. I just find this to be a more comfortable squat position for myself, where I'm doing it correctly. It allows for more mobility in a deeper squat. But I am doing goblet squats. I did 10 reps before moving on to the next exercise, and I did these with a 15-pound dumbbell, just taking my time. I really hate squats, but they are good for the body. Sometimes we got to do things we don't like. So the last exercise before I hit abs is good old-fashioned step-ups. Okay, do not sleep on step-ups. When I had a great booty, I'm trying to get back there. This was the exercise that I feel like made the most difference, especially in your butt kind of looking or appearing lifted. I'm just doing 10 on each leg. I like to go all the way up, all the way back down. I definitely like to knock out one leg first versus alternating. It is totally up to you what you want to do. You can always change it up, each time you do this workout if you decide to do that. But that's just what I do. And for the last 3 minutes of my workout, I am doing planks. I honestly hate abs aside from squats, but I know I need it, especially for my posture and just having an overall nice core. Just with everything you do, it helps so much. It really does. And so I'm just holding a minute plank, doing 3 rounds of it. You'll see as the planks progress that it definitely gets a little shaky. I'm like trying to just zone into the music and just hold it together, doing a little dance while in the plank, just trying to push through. I can't tell you the last time I've done a plank. It's definitely been a hot minute, but this is something I do want to incorporate at least like 3 times a week. Just again, it is an important muscle that we use every single day and everything that we do, and I know I tend to be pretty great at neglecting it. So that is it for this Saturday workout. Moving on to Sunday's workout, I decided I was just in the mood for some yoga. I don't like to pre-plan my workouts. I really like to just go based on what I feel, how my body feels. And let's not forget, we are the adult. We get to choose what we do. So why choose something that you're not looking forward to, especially when working out is sometimes feels a bit of a chore anyways. Choose something you enjoy doing. So when it comes to yoga videos and sometimes weightlifting even, I really love the Peloton app. I do not even own a Peloton, and you don't have to get the app. I believe I pay maybe $14 a month, but it's totally worth it, especially if you're someone that needs some guidance in what to do, or maybe some accountability because it does track you and your workouts throughout the month. But I really enjoy it. So these are just some clips from the yoga video. It was 30 minutes since that is the goal. And here I share with you kind of the details of the workout. If you did download the app, you could literally do the exact same yoga workout that I did. On Monday, I did absolutely nothing. I've just come to terms with Mondays are one of my off days. I know I said I'm going to aim for 30 minutes of movement every day, but Monday just simply can't be that day. It can't. So I'm shooting for the 5 days a week. I just find myself to be extra tired on a Monday. It's hard getting back into the routine of things. So for me, I just want to take that day to just really, I guess, honor my rest and also just preparing for the next day to ensure I have a good week. Moving on to Tuesday, I wanted to just spend time outside. I really enjoy a good old-fashioned walk and being in the great outdoors. So I went on probably about a 10-minute walk with my oldest dog here, Dexter, before dropping him off at home. He is older, so he can't go for the longer walks, and then went ahead and finished the rest of my 30-minute walk. Luckily, we live near a city park, and so I get to see kind of the greenery, a little bit more nature than just, walking through a neighborhood, which can get kind of old and boring. So definitely fortunate in that sense. On Wednesday, I did my first upper body workout of the week. I'm just warming up my arms here, just using some, I think they're 2.5-pound weights. Doing whatever feels good, just getting a burn going. So I'm not even counting reps. I'm not doing sets. I'm just doing a few different exercises, getting my muscles warmed up before I really dive into the thick of it with the actual workout. Now that the warm-up's done, I'm moving straight into my first exercise. I'm using a 10-pound plate. I'm doing a bicep curl to push press overhead tricep extension. So we're working a lot of our upper body with this movement. I actually ended up doing 3 sets of 16. When it comes to the number of sets and reps, I really just feel it out. I want to go to where I feel like I'm being challenged in those last 1 or 2 reps. And then I typically stick around with 3 sets because anything over that, I tend to get bored. So that's just me personally. For the next exercise, I ended up doing 3 sets of 10 body weight girl push-ups, quote unquote. I'm simply just not there with my strength to do traditional push-ups. I will say I tend to keep a more narrow stance with the focus and emphasis on the elbows going backwards. If you've ever done CrossFit, this is how they teach it. For me, it just kind of feels like a more controlled movement, and I definitely feel it in my triceps a lot. There's a clip coming up, I just decided to keep it in, where me and my husband are talking about these new shorts he got, but I just thought it was funny, so I kept it in for you to see a different side of me.
Are those new? Are those swim trunks? You're such a gaslighter. So did you buy those with the black and navy ones? When did you get those? Today? When?
Maybe yesterday.
Oh my, with what else?
Gray ones.
Oh, they look good. I like that color.
Anyways, back to the workout. So I guess you would call this dumbbell floor press. It's basically bench press, but on the floor with dumbbells. That's really the only difference. I'm doing 3 sets of 10 with 20-pound dumbbells. This was definitely a struggle, especially on that 3rd set. I was, using my breathing to get that weight up. I'm not quite sure why I saved pull-ups for last. I think part of it was I was just planning the workout as I went, but this is definitely something you would want to do, I feel like, first in your workout, because I was just dog tired at the end of this. My muscles were not giving anything, but I am doing assisted pull-ups using a band. I love this little pull-up bar. My husband uses it all the time. I mean, we've never had any issues with it like affecting our door frame or anything. It's pretty neat. I ordered the bands on Amazon and I'm pretty sure I only did 2 sets of 4. Thursday was the second day of the week that I decided I just wasn't feeling it. I had other stuff going on. Simply just didn't want to do it. And that's fine because I still ended up meeting my desired goal of at least 5 times a week. So I made sure no matter what, come Friday, my butt will be putting in my 30 minutes no matter how I feel. So on Friday, I decided to take a walk outside with my husband. And then after that, that was about a 10-minute walk. I did 10 minutes rowing inside and then switching over to 10 minutes on the bike. I really am not a big cardio person unless it's a walk, so breaking it down into 10 minutes of walking, 10 minutes of rowing, 10 minutes of cycling really helps me just beat that boredom that I sometimes get when it comes to cardio. But I hope you really enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you want to see more or what you would like to see next in this Project 365 series, and I hope you have a great day.